Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a week or so, but we are in the great state of Nevada, and we're going to be working on a 16H back here. Now, this is my newest machine to the fleet. It is a 2007 ATS 16H. So these models were made from 1994 all the way up till 2008. And there's been a bunch of variations between the models. This is one of the greatest ones. So it's a 2007. The biggest difference between like this model and one from 1994 is the engine. So this has a 3196 and the older machines had a 3406. Other than that, they're pretty much the same machine. So I picked this thing up from Pennsylvania, of all places, and had it shipped all the way out here to Nevada, all for snow season. So it's got snow tires on it. It's got the serrated edge for the moldboard. Pretty cool. So this is just going to cut through all of that ice and slush when wintertime comes around. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll fire this thing up. Yeah, what you're hearing there is a supplemental steering pump. Fire it up. So getting into this video, you can probably tell by the title, there is some things wrong with this blade, and the biggest part is the steering. It's got no steering unless you touch the supplemental steering pump, which is right here. So if you hit this button, you'll hear it kick on. Easiest way to tell that it's on is you'll watch this get drugged down. This is your battery voltage. You can drag that down and you can steer it. But without the supplemental steering pump kicked in, you cannot steer it. It locks it up. You can totally, I know it's hard to tell, but I'm trying to turn it, won't turn. So that's a big issue. We got to be able to steer it. So right now, Joe is hooking up gauges to this thing. We're going to see what our pump pressure is on our steering pump and see if we can figure out why this machine will not steer. All right, so Joe's got his gauges hooked up. Here's what our readout is. That's directly off the pump over here. Now, we should have 2,000 PSI, and we've got 500. Not good. So I think next step is we looked up into the CAT manual. You can mess with the relief on it. I already ordered a new pump for this thing, but might as well try. We're gonna take the dust cover off that relief, crank that thing up, see if it gives us a little bit more than 500. That dust cover, kind of hard to see. It's right up in there. Right up in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the Allen out, see if we can crank that thing up, get a little bit more pressure out of this thing. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get on CAT, I'm gonna show you guys a screenshot of exactly what pressure this is gonna be at. That way you can tell what we're doing here is the right thing to do. Well, maybe it's not the right thing to do because obviously something's internally wrong with that pump. But like I said, we have a new one, so got nothing to lose. All right, so here's this, here's what we're gonna do. See if I can find a better spot out of the sun here. ATS. All right, here we go. So here's that valve we're messing with. It's right here. So we're gonna get into dust cover. Yeah, start the engine, operate at high idle. All right, we should have 2,800 plus or minus 100 PSI. So we're gonna mess with that screw, see if we can do anything, get it bumped up to there or not. I highly doubt that's gonna work, but it's always worth a shot. All right, so our plan now is we're gonna go ahead, take that relief all the way out with the machine off, and see if maybe our pressure is gonna bump up as we go out. So we're gonna unscrew this all the way out, go back in, and see if our pressure bumps up. Hopefully it does something here. How far does it want to go out? Pretty long ways. Oh. Okay. Where's that valve? Let me see that valve. So how much farther does... Uh-oh, we lost our spring. We'll have to clean that off really good.
Oh, okay.
So...
I'm plugging it.
Unscrew... We need to unscrew this guy and see how far it goes. Alright, well, we went and brake cleaned this guy out. We'll stick it back on there, but I think we're screwed. I think this pump's no good. But that's alright. We'll stick it back in there, get another one ordered. Not a big deal. But I think we can still have some fun with it. We'll go ahead and clean up the yard a little bit, kind of check some other stuff out on this thing, make sure nothing else is broken. We already put a brand new front end in it. So yeah, put a whole new front axle in it. There's the new pin, just unpinned it, had another one, and put this thing all back together. We got a little bit more work to do, but it'll be good for what it is. Considerably smaller than a 24, but this is the next step down from a 24 to 16. All right, well, since we couldn't get the steering fixed, well, it works good enough. We're gonna go ahead, test the blade out. Now I know the last video of the 24, I went like 10 feet and we had no room. Here, we have a big giant expansive area to use a blade. So I'm gonna go have Joe hop in the blade and show us how it's done. And then I guess I'll hop in there and I'll show you how it's not done, and then you can fix it all for me, right? No. Oh, he will, right? Yeah, he will. He'll do it. All right, well, let's see how good the 16H is versus the 24. We have a big area. There goes an ore truck. All right, so here's the plan, is we're gonna come over here. A little bit hard to tell, but I think we're gonna go ahead, try and smooth this area out a little bit. New camera too, if you can, I don't know if you can tell or not, throw it down in the comments if you can tell. Different camera, same, better, worse. Let me know, throw it down in the comments. Okay, so here's what we got. Hard to tell, but this is very, very uneven ground. So we're gonna go ahead, do a pass here, do a pass here. See if she does good. Should do good, other than the steering issue that it's got. We'll get it fixed though. That's a big old grade. That's a lot of material to move. I don't know where Joe's going. I think he's having too much fun. Ooh, straps. That's mine. Don't give me a shot at it. Figured you were having too much fun. Well, we'll give it a shot, see what happens. Here we go. Up with that berm. Oh, skiers, come on. It's rocks. I love that AC. This cab's in pretty dang good shape. Just no steering. Kind of. Alright, here's gonna be the tricky part. I'm gonna have to lift this thing up. Then, have to back it up. Be first gear backwards, and here there's something on the steering we gotta hit. Alright, so here we go. Reverse. Come on now. Blade up. might be an issue. I might have an overcharging issue here. I'm not sure. Okay, next video, we're gonna have a steering pump for this thing. I already got one ordered. It goes in there. It's a real PIA to get it in there. But we're gonna go ahead, next video, steering pump, 16H. All right, guys, well, I appreciate you watching my videos. That one, quick little video of my new 16H. Anyway, like usual, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Got any questions, throw it down in the comment section. And as always, if you wanna see more stuff like that, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.